he got his first taste of stardom on HBO's The Wire. Now, since then, this social media influencer, actor, and comedian has been virtually unstoppable. You probably recognize him from his very cheeky Instagram sketches and also from YouTube as the #1 Ray J impersonator. He has almost 1 million followers across all social media platforms, and I am super excited to be chatting with uber successful, super talented Juhahn Jones on today's episode of AFTERBUZZ TV's Spotlight On.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
So we normally start off super crunk or super lit.
Special request by Juhahn Jones. Switch it up a little bit. Feel that love.
Yeah,
Move that neck slow.
I'm not feeling it.
Jack, don't leave me, Jack.
Never let go.
Never let go.
Never let go. Guys, you're watching AFTERBUZZ TV Spotlight On. I'm here with a straight fool. This is awesome. Erica Renee Davis here. You can find me on Snapchat, Periscope, Twitter, and on Instagram at Erica Renee D. And Juhahn, tell the sexy folks who are listening to Titanic right now, unfortunately, where they can find you.
You can find me everywhere under Juhahn Jones. That's Juhahn Jones. Every platform.
Every platform.
Keep it simple.
I was just telling Juhahn, guys, that spelling his name in emails is a bitch because it keeps auto-correcting. So.
Hey, man. Siri trying to hate on me. Come on, Siri.
Yeah.
Come on, Siri. Chill out, Siri. Let me live. Can I live?
You can live. You can live at least for an hour today on Spotlight On. Thank you for being
Yes.
here.
Thank you.
So let's just jump right into it. You obviously are one of the, I would say, not emerging, but one of the most popular Instagram celebrities, social media influencers. I call it digital influencers. I was corrected. He should know I don't. Right now, especially on Instagram. But you started off as an actor on HBO's The Wire.
Yes. I started off in Maryland. I'm building up my credits, doing theater. A lot of people don't know that I did kind of have an acting career before social media. You know, I built up. I'm an NAACP award winner. Mm-hmm. You know, I got some work under there.
NAACP award winner for best male actor or best supporting actor.
Oh, look at you doing your little homework.
Right.
Yeah. It was a theater play that I was in called Sunday Morning. Mm-hmm. Yes, and so I won that. You know, that was a great accomplishment for me. So yeah, I've been bouncing around, just acting in various TV shows and a couple film projects and movie spots. So, you know, I've been grinding, but social media I saw was an emerging platform. Mm-hmm. And I said I was not going to miss out on that because I had too many peers. I saw life change in less than a year, and they weren't necessarily in the acting business. Mm-hmm. and now they have millions of followers, and they're taking jobs from guys that have been in the business for 10, 15, 20 years. So I said, oh, I'm going to get some of that.
Get some.
I'm going to get some.
You've been getting a lot of it now. You have been. And let me ask you, now, were you trained musically, like in a musical theater environment, or did you have an acting coach back in Maryland where you're from? Or did you just kind of dibble and dabble and...
Well, definitely wasn't musical because I don't sing.
Okay.
You don't want to hear me. I don't.
That was good,
sing.
actually.
You liked it a little bit?
Not really.
Well, okay, thank you. But yeah, I did theater back at home. I did some classes, some workshops, and some classes at school,
Mm-hmm.
and plays.
What school?
It was a community, Prince George's Community.
JUCO?
Huh?
JUCO, like a junior college?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I said, you know, and then I saw that bill. I said, your boy just gonna go straight to Cali and let that be the university of his life, acting.
Okay.
You know, so I moved out here. But my actual first play was at that school.
Okay.
I had been pursuing acting for maybe a year or two, just doing little stuff on my camera and stuff. But I didn't really know if I could do it until, like, I was literally getting ready to walk on stage. We had been rehearsing and everything. It's called Our Town, my first play ever. I was the milkman, Howie Newsom. And I was getting ready to walk on stage, and I just realized, wow, I have never acted before.
Wait a second. You realized that as you were walking on stage for opening night?
I'd never performed. I was like, oh, wow. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I've been talking about it all this time, and, you know, I hope I don't suck because this is a defining moment of whether I'm going to continue to pursue this. And, you know, I did it. It was fun, and here we are today.
Here we are. Now, a lot of musical theater or theater purists or thespians look at social media stars in a less than way. You obviously are an actor and a comedian, but you
Hybrid.
Yes, you are a hybrid or a hybrid for all you people out there who are
hybrid, yeah. In that community.
in the community. So, how do you balance trying to, I guess, boost your social media stardom with sustaining a real, if you will, career as a respected actor?
I would say that stigma is starting to change because of all of the opportunities that maybe thespians see are being given to some of these social media stars. And even more so, it's starting to become a requirement in the business.
True.
You know, you're going into auditions now and, you know, kill it. And at the end of the audition, the casting director is, oh, that was good. So what's your Twitter look like? What's your social media following look like? Like, wow, I'm a scholar. I've went to school and trained and killed this audition, and now you're asking about, you know, people just in that field, they don't take out the time because it is a hustle, social media, to do that. So it's almost a slap in the face, you know, that you can be a trained actor, and now you have to do this extra thing, this extra asset. So I say that to say it is starting to become a respected platform, because now the business is like, at first it was you got to have your headshots, your resume, manager, and agent. Now it's like all that and what's your social media.
Yeah.
You know, so whether you like it or not, you kind of got to go with the times. Like A-track to CD, like you kind of, it's the new celebrity right now.
Don't forget about the cassette tape. You skipped the cassette tape.
Oh yeah, I skipped all over that. No,
Come on now.
I guess I'm not that old.
Don't disrespect the cassette tape. I'm telling my age, whatever.
No,
21.
I was in the cassette time. I'm tripping, you know, messing up all them tapes.
Now, you spend a lot of time, obviously, editing your videos, shooting your videos. If you go to Juhahn's Instagram page, which most of you follow him anyway, because he has almost 1 million followers on his Instagram page, you will see that is videos on top of videos on top of videos. And do you call them skits or sketches? Like, how do you refer to them?
I like to, my formula is, because I started off on YouTube with the sketch show. So I just kind of condensed that formula and brought it down to Vine, and luckily, you know, Instagram came around and gave me 15, and even more lucky, I got a minute now to really breathe.
That's right.
And do my sketches. So I would say sketches.
So how long does it take to record, or I guess from beginning to end, from inception of the idea to actually casting who's going to be in the sketch, to filming it, to editing it, to uploading? What is that time frame like?
It's definitely not time consuming, but it's you got to work it into your schedule, because I shoot once a week, once or twice. Ideas, luckily for me, I have been able to I do a lot of relatable situations. So something will pop up in my head throughout the week. Oh, you know, I stubbed my toe. Oh, that's relatable. Oh, that's funny. How can I fabricate that more of a relatable situation into a funny situation? And I get that. I get about 4 ideas, and I write them down. The rule is always to write them. You got to write them, because there's no way you're going to remember something funny in the moment. You have to write it down. I don't care how genius you think you are, because you find yourself later like, oh, what was that? Chicken? It was chicken. I was at the store. Dang, I forgot. So I write it down, and then I envision what that skit is going to be. How do I execute it? What does it take? And then I cast it in my mind. And I make the phone calls and say, hey, we're shooting this week. You gonna be there? Boom. I shoot that 4 and knock it out. I get about 4 to 5 ideas. You know, I'd shoot my 4 and maybe in a couple other people's videos. I make it a point that I post a new video every day. I try not to slack and give myself an excuse. Oh, it's Throwback Thursday. No, I stay on myself and give the people something fresh every day. And I've been doing that for about 1.5 years straight. I said, you know, once I crossed over from Vine, I said I want to use this platform to really get grounded in, and I'm going to post every day until I get my 1 million, you know.
To your 1 million followers.
My 1 million followers.
Do you find that it is difficult, or do you find that you put pressure on yourself to top the last sketch? You know, like you look at the Beyoncés or the people that we admire the most, Oprah, whoever, and they always seem to do something even more outstanding with their next album or their next interview. Do you put that same kind of pressure on yourself?
Of course, I'm always putting pressure on myself. I'm a numbers guy, you know, so the pressure really comes from that. You know, how good is this video performing? How many numbers, how many followers can I gain from it? Or, you know what I mean? It is my average of gainage per day on the right track. That kind of helps me gauge on if I'm doing well or not. Not specifically from the video, because I do have my heaters in my mind that I think are heaters, and I like to release my heaters on the weekends because people are normally not at work or at school, so it's the freest time for people to really just watch and share. So I do have that. Like, oh yeah, you know, I gotta have a heater for the weekend, but mostly it's numerical for me. Like, I want to reach my average goals or higher.
What's your average goal, like, each day for your engagement rates?
Shoot, in the beginning it was 200.
Okay, 200 likes, 200 views, 200
new followers.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, and then you gradually get higher and higher, and try to keep that system going, or do what you got to do to keep it going. Now I'm at about 2,000 a day. 2,000
new followers a day.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, and I'm trying to go high. You know, because I have peers. I've seen it gaining 20,000 a day. It's like, you know, I never can relax. People can look at what I got going on. Oh, you got almost 1 million on here and almost 500 on Facebook. You know, you're doing big. But, you know, my peers, you know, like.
What's her name? Amanda Cerny? Is that how you pronounce her last name? Cute, pretty white girl.
Oh, yeah,
butt.
Amanda. Oh, yeah.
She has like 6 million followers.
Yes, and Batch has.
Yep.
Can't even,
14, I think.
Almost 20 million total at all the platforms. King Keyron, Melvin, Daystorm. Like, my peers that I'm around have millions.
Yeah.
So I can never just sit down and be comfortable with I mean, I know where I'm going in my journey, but I just don't look at my million as, you know, top.
As a ceiling, yeah.
You know, which is good. Keeps the fire burning under me, you know.
Yeah.
I just want to be a creator, you know, and, you know.
Well, let's talk about the money.
Oh.
Let's talk about the money.
Ching, ching.
I mean, what? Because clearly you're not doing this as a full-time job just for shits and giggles. So, I'm not asking you what's in your bank account, but from moving from Maryland to Los Angeles, how has your life changed financially from becoming a Vine, now an Instagram, social media celebrity? Financially.
Well,
dollars and cents.
I will say this: when I first moved out here, as you know, just the actor grind, I definitely had a part-time. I remember when I first got here, I moved and worked at IKEA for about a few months.
Oh, which one?
The one in Burbank.
That's like the worst
right down
one.
the street.
Yeah, down the street from where we are.
But I only worked there for like 3 months, and then got unemployment. And because I had worked a government job in Maryland, in VA, and I got that, and I was taxing Cali too. So I was living the actor's dream. I was getting almost 1,000 every other week just off of unemployment. I was like, oh, hey, and I had a savings when I came out, so I was nice. But that money ran out because Cali is expensive.
Yes.
It ran out in a few years, and you know I had a part time. I used to drive city sites, the tour buses in Hollywood. Did that for about 6 months, and then that company got shut down by New York's company, Starline.
Yes.
They just showed up one day like, yeah, we buying all your buses.
Yeah.
Like, what? And then we had all got relieved. So I had.
They didn't let you transfer to the new company.
Nah, because they had their own crew.
That's
it was
so
like
shady.
Snapchat and Snapchat.
Oh.
It's like, we got it. I'm like, what?
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, and then I started working a part-time job at driving party buses. People didn't know. Maybe Saturday and Sundays I would drive, or Fridays and Saturdays I would drive for party buses, and have acting gigs to get me money to sustain my life. But now I got to tap myself on the shoulder that I haven't had to actually do anything unrelated to my career in about 8 months.
And that's because of the money that you make from Instagram.
In acting, yeah.
In acting. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna break up the monotony. We like to play games here at AfterBuzz TV.
Okay.
I like to play some games.
Buzz them up.
You ready for some games?
Hey, man, I was born ready.
You're born ready, obviously, because you're a star. I'm sitting in the presence of a star.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Game number 1 is called Have You Ever?
Oh, man, that sound like the... Yeah, all right, let's do it.
Have you ever? You have to answer as honestly and candidly and as off cuff. Yeah, that's the Instagram look that I see on your post.
Yeah.
I like it. So let's apply that to this game.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever taken a weave out for your significant other?
I have, but it wasn't my significant other. It was somebody I was dating.
Okay, well, like your girlfriend, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? When you get comfortable with a female, or she's comfortable with you, she'll be like, "Hey, I need help."
Thank you.
ain't no, like, you know what it is. I had a girl take one out right in front of me, did a little clip on. I was like, "Ooh, all right, okay." Didn't warn the brother that it was even in. You just going, "Oh, I forgot this was in." All right. Take it on out, relieve your hair, let it air. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but dang, just whoop, whoop.
So you have sat down and used the scissors and cut the thread.
Oh yeah, the thread and try and get the whatever grease ladies use to get that glue out or whatever.
Okay.
If that was back then,
Back
I don't know
then,
if
yeah.
it's changed now.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. My really good friend AJ and I have a bet about whether or not guys do that. So
You definitely have to have a relationship to do that. Because, you know, not every man is like, "Oh, let me go and do your hair." Girls be asking to shampoo their hair, like, what?
You're like, no. Okay, good. This is a good game. You're doing well already. I gotta hide my questions because I think he's trying to look at my questions to try to get ready for them before I ask them. You're not slick. Number 2, have you ever slid in your celebrity crush's DMs?
No. You know what? I haven't. Because I'm afraid that stuff haunts you. People be snapping, taking little snapshots. Ain't nobody be having me on Wendy. Yeah, so you was on Halle Berry's. You slid in them DMs. I'm like, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. Got it on that big old screen back here. Like, nope. Yeah, I did. You know, I'm not trying to have that happen, so I have not.
Never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Okay, so in like a year or two, when you're uber famous, and this comes out on TMZ, I'm gonna be like, pull the tape. He lied.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever crashed an audition and ended up booking the job?
Nah. You know, I come from the traditional world. I've thought about, you know, I think I have crashed a couple auditions, but I'm so, you know, your rep is everything.
You're a scaredy cat.
Well, you know, because you never want to get in a position, because back then they used to have your, you know, have you listed.
Yeah.
So you walk up in there talking about, yeah, I'm Juhahn Jones. Where's your name? That's the most uncomfortable thing, because my agent didn't send it in. No, sir, it's not on here. No. Oh, well, let me go outside and call my agent right quick.
And then you leave and
never coming back.
Right. That day on.
And then you got to audition with them the next day, and they're like, "Aren't you the guy?" Like, you got to fire my agent.
Okay.
I got to let him go.
So you're an honest guy who does not slide in DMs, who has taken out a weave or two in your date. Okay.
You know what? You know, and it's funny, it's crazy. Foxy Brown slid in my DM.
Why are you outing Foxy Brown like this?
But it wasn't sexual. She just was like, it wasn't sexual. She was just giving, and it was. I mean, it's just, you gotta say sliding DMs just because you're not expecting it. Sliding, it's going down in the DM. But basically, she just was like, "Oh yeah, I saw the video you guys did. You used my picture in my music. That was dope."
She's like, "Pay me."
When we get money, see, people, it is their perception that we get buku money. Maybe the Viners, but not the Grammars yet. We get paid we're getting some money, but not like Vine money.
Okay.
Vine
money is like what? Like what is Vine money?
That was a grand theft, man. These companies were paying.
Were
minors.
Or still are?
Well, you know, it was a new thing, and no one really could understand a person having millions of followers, all those eyes on them. So companies didn't know how to do it or understand it at first, so they were just throwing money, you know.
Which they can totally afford.
They could, you know what I mean? They had it in their budgets, and you know, $10,000 for a 6-second video is nothing for them, but it's great for a person that like, what? I just did you a 6-second video, $10,000. That's like low, you know. So, but it's gotten to the point where companies are getting smart now. Like, okay, well, are we really getting impressions, or how does this translate to money? Are people, you know what I mean? So after they spent all their money, now it's like for a generation like myself, like I guess the second wave, it's like, well, we'll see. You know what I mean? We got it, but we ain't got it. We're going to have to test it out. So it's like the first wave got over like, woo.
Yeah.
Especially the young Caucasians. Boy.
The young Caucasians.
Yeah.
They got it better than you?
Man.
The young Caucasians. The Cameron Dallases have it better than you?
Man, they...
He's also real cute. I mean, not say that you're not
I mean,
cute.
they definitely had a little, you know, hey, they were getting paid. They are paid. Let's just say that.
Juhahn is trying to divert my attention from this game. You got 2 more questions.
Okay. Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Have you ever taken credit for a creative idea that wasn't yours?
I have not, but you know, it can get sticky because, you know, like I said, Vine has been around for a while and everybody's doing videos now, and I do relatable situations. So, you know, you kind of say it like great minds think alike.
And nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new under the sun. So if I'm thinking about a relatable situation, there is a good possibility that somebody else thought of it or shot it, because that's what makes it relatable. Somebody else went through it. So you kind of get into that battle sometimes. You know, people, oh, that was my idea. My only rule of thumb is if somebody says that a person like me or someone else stole their video, the only way I feel like it's stolen is if it's done verbatim, you know, shot by shot, saying the same words. You could play it side by side, and literally it looks like the same video.
Like Michelle Obama and Melania.
Yes,
RNC.
yes, and I don't think anybody can ever say that with me.
Okay.
And if it wasn't intentional, because I'm, you know,
Because you're an honest guy.
honest and creative guy.
Last, have you ever peed on yourself as an adult?
No.
Now you're being dishonest.
Peed on myself as an adult?
Never, like
Out of all the questions, that is the one you don't believe? Like
you never were like super tipsy.
I don't drink. Wow, how many times have you peed on yourself? Because you are really, you know.
Well, you know, let me think. Actually, I peed on myself at a track meet in high school.
Wow.
I did.
Were you that nervous?
I was super nervous.
Good grief.
And I think I did some more than just peeing. Okay, going on.
Wow. Hate to be your parent. They had to wash your clothes.
I know, right? I think I threw like my shorts away. I was so embarrassed.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that awful?
Did you even run?
I finished the race.
Wow, she ran. Okay.
No shame.
That's all right. You're a beautiful, talented woman now. Would have never known or guessed.
Now you know.
Keeping it real on the AfterBuzz.
AfterBuzz TV spotlight on. Working with Kevin Hart. You are now under his umbrella as a comedian, actor, writer. What is your new role? It's new, right? Because his production company is relatively new in its infancy stages.
Hasn't even launched yet.
Hasn't even launched. What is your role underneath the umbrella of Kevin Hart's new business venture?
Content creator.
Okay.
I am there to solely provide him with content. You know, he's starting an empire. Think of it like a network. And, you know, one of the shows. I have the blessing to be able to kind of just create content and put it on his platform.
Now he's so Kevin Hart is so omnipresent. He's everywhere. He's at the apex of his game. I mean,
I don't even know how he has time to do this, but yeah, he's everywhere.
He literally. So, as a content creator, will you not only be in the writer's room per se? I guess would it be considered the writer's room if it's online content like?
Well, yeah, yes and no. Well, yes.
Yeah.
Because he's like there's no writer's room. He's just saying, you guys, I want this. Go write it, create it, shoot it. Okay. So we're our own situation. He just approves it.
Online, Netflix, Hulu, CISO, what viewing?
He's aiming for it to be like a Netflix, Hulu type situation.
Okay.
You know, he doesn't want it to be like a YouTube situation. He wants it to be that type of platform, you know, because Netflix and Hulu are crazy. They have huge budgets for some TV shows, and I think that's where the mindset he's trying to go for, comedy.
Gotcha.
And he can do it.
Yeah, he's got deep pockets, so I mean, come on.
I mean,
come on, Kevin.
You just got to deal with Lionsgate too, so you know.
True. Very first encounter with Kevin Hart. I mean, we admire him. I mean, his I don't even want to call it a hustle. Like his success, you know, his savvy. I'm sure it was. Were you starstruck?
You know, my first encounter with Kevin was genuine, and it was kind of surreal because my first encounter was him pitching himself to us.
Oh, to be on one of your sketches?
No, for us to mess with him. Like, basically, I want y'all, I need y'all, and which I do. Rock with me.
Okay.
You know, this is like a room of us, and Kevin's at the end of the table talking to all of us. Because, I mean, heck, we didn't even think that Kevin was going to have time to show up to the meeting to pitch to us. And there was nobody else pitching to us but Kevin. You know, it's like, oh, it's Kevin Hart. Like, you know, like, yeah, mess with me. This is why you need to mess with me. I need y'all. Come rock with me. That was surreal. It's like, you know, this man is on, you know, the top of his game. He's the funniest African-American comic right now in the world.
I wouldn't even say African American. I would just say across all, like,
maybe across all boards. He's killing. You know, he's killing. And there's this guy out taking out time, you know, to pitch to us to rock with him. You know, that kind of made me feel good.
Kinda. Probably left floating on cloud nine. What?
Hey man, got a little video and everything that day. You know, it's cool. You know.
You got a little video with Kevin that day?
Yeah, we lit up Instagram that day a little bit.
Oh, I missed that when I just started following you.
Oh, you know, scroll down a little bit lower.
My bad. How many weeks back? 37 weeks back?
Oh, that was man. Yeah, it was probably about 6 months ago.
Okay, I'll check it out. I will. I'll look at it.
She won't like it.
I might like it. I like funny. Do you think you're funny?
I know I'm funny.
Do you? Okay. What makes you funny?
It's just upbringing.
Like what?
I mean, you know, I like to just do what comes from the gut. I like random stuff too. You know, a lot of people, I have noticed, and I've always gotten it in my life, like my facial expressions. But I guess it's more obvious online, well, that people see that, because a lot of people comment that, you know, oh, your facial expressions are crazy. I'm like, oh, well, I don't know what. All right, well, I didn't know other people didn't have facial expressions like, you know, I didn't know that was like something that stood out on people. But I guess that is something that I do subconsciously that people enjoy. So
your inner monologue shows on your face.
Yeah, you know, I did a play with David Talbert a few years ago, and I had no lines.
What was it called? What was the play?
What Goes Around Comes Around. I was Pookie the crackhead.
Pookie the crackhead, who was cast for his facial expressions.
Just cast just to be a silent crackhead. But, you know, a lot of people enjoyed the show. It's like, oh, man, you killing it and you ain't say a word. Because sometimes you just got to act without acting. You know what I mean? You got to live in the moment. You got to use your face to read. You know what I mean? And listen. So, yeah, I give that to my acting history. Give that back to them.
Okay.
To help me with where I'm. And, you know, I just been around funny people all my life. My parents, even my grandma, and
your grandma's funny.
My friends. Like, I feel like any one of my friends probably could have pursued a career if they took it seriously, because they were funny too.
Do you do stand-up?
I do.
Okay, so
getting back into it too.
Getting back into it.
Yes.
So stand-up obviously is much different than doing
it's a beast.
The Instagram sketches, the Vines. Take away the punchlines. You have the 15-second, now 1 minute long videos. Take away the 6-second. Take away all the editing, all the pomp and circumstance that comes along with putting out a social media masterpiece, whatever. Put you on stage. Are you still a comedian?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing that you have to realize, that you have to respect the stage. I respect the stage. So I would never go out and have a grand show, because I could fill up a room, you know. But am I ready to fill up a room? No. I haven't been on the stage. Since I started Instagram, I took about a year and a half off from the stage when I was building in stand-up to build up the social media. So I understand, like, one, stand-up is like, it's just you up there. So that's public speaking. That's one of the highest fears of all time. You know, there's no music up there. When you're quiet, it's quiet. You can get in your own head up there. So you got to find your own rhythm, find your own voice. You got to go over these jokes, and you got to keep hitting them. You got to hustle. You got to spend just as much time as I spend on Instagram, maybe even more, at these stages every night, in the stages doing these jokes. So I respect the stage. There's a big difference between stand-up and acting and even social media. And you have to, you know, it's up to that person to take out the time to master all of those. And once you do, you know, you on Kevin Hart status.
I was gonna say once you do, you can.
You know, because Kevin's doing. He's in movies. He's killing stand up, and you know, he does social media. He doesn't have to do sketches, but you know, he has mastered, you know, the tool of using it.
Or the tool of finding young innovators like yourself and being like, write my sketches for me.
Oh, hey.
You gotta outsource what you don't have time to do.
Yeah, you're right.
Who's been your favorite co-star to date?
Man.
You can only pick one.
Favorite co-star? From what?
Just whoever you first thought about when I asked you the question. So it doesn't matter from what.
Oh, man.
You're thinking about somebody. Look,
I can't.
this inner monologue gives you away every single time.
I can't.
You're a liar.
I can't think of. I've done a lot of stuff, and I can't think of anybody.
Okay, let's make it a little bit more succinct. What co-star have you learned? What co-star has inspired you the most? What co-star has forced you out of your comfort zone the most? That when you look back in 10 years, you'll say, man, I'm a better actor, comedian, sketch comedian, writer, creator because of him or her.
See, I wish I could have
Oh,
had time to think about this quick. Because now I got to go down my catalog. I've worked with so many people of who was the most that stuck out to me the most. I had to think about that one.
Juhahn, you're ruining this for me. I want you to tell us what's on your mind.
Man, I'm trying to go down a list. I got to think about it.
Okay, think about it.
I mean, she's like, think about it.
No, think about it. And so what we'll do, I will harass you on social media, and I will make sure you tweet out.
And we're going to get her that answer.
And we're going to get
Because I'm going to get her that answer. I'm about to go back down my IMDb and my resume, like, oh, yeah, and it's going to pump out right there. Like, yeah. You know, I'm moving 1,000 miles per second now.
Busy.
So my mind be like, you know, it all becomes a blur, but it's still there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I still have somebody, you know,
Think about
you caught me. She caught me, guys.
I did. That's what I do. That's what I'm here for. After I turn your spotlight on. You are busy, John Singleton. You're working with him, or you worked with him on his new BET show, Rebel.
Yes.
With classics like Boys in the Hood, Poetic Justice. He is a legend in his own right.
That's definitely somebody right in front of my face and my mind that I could be like.
I'm helping you.
That was
Just gave you some fishing lines.
John.
Okay.
Just saw him a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. You know, that's big time right there.
Talk about working on Rebel. Are you a co-star? Do you have are we going to see you every episode? Had they shot the whole first season of Rebel?
Well, they shot it as a movie, kind of like Being Mary Jane.
Okay.
Right? And now it's going to go to episodic.
Nice.
He said we should be back in production October.
Okay.
And I'm a recurring cop on there.
Nice.
So it was a good. Funny story is, you know, I'm such a seasoned actor.
Yes.
And been in the game so long. And John shoots fast. You know, he knows what he wants, and he's the real guy. You do this, boom, bye, say lines. You're gonna do it. Take the shot. You know. So I was ready, but I wasn't ready. And the story is, he basically was like, he said, he yelled out to me my name. He was like, yeah, say hello, Carter. And I was like, Carter, hello. You know, I basically said what he said.
Back to him?
Back to the camera when I was he was just saying my name. He was just yelling my stage name. And I said it as if it was my line. I was like, this was a rookie move. Like my first time ever. And this was my first time ever getting direction by John Singleton.
Oh, man.
And it was funny, you know. And my girl, Danielle, who's the star, Rebel, she laughed. She's like, oh, that was so cute. You flubbed me. You know, everybody was laughing. But it was like, how did I make such a rookie mistake like that? You know what I mean? That's my story. My first time ever working with John Singleton and getting directed, I did a rookie move. You know, it was not that I was nervous. I guess I was moving fast, or maybe I was.
Maybe you were nervous.
Maybe I was subconsciously like trying to be ready.
Maybe you slightly peed on yourself a little bit in that moment.
Well, I don't know about Pete.
It was one of those moments.
He definitely wanted everybody to be in that situation.
Listen. Okay, so John Singleton, Rebel, talks about the challenges of Black officers,
Yeah.
ethnic officers who are dealing with police brutality, with misconduct in police stations, and that has kind of been the height of social media, real life in the past 2 years, from Michael Brown to even recently Charles Kinsey. Do you think that as a social media influencer, it is your place to speak out against what a lot of people perceive to be injustices?
Yes. I believe I was given a voice. I built up this platform and now have a voice, and it is my duty to do so, to utilize that voice, because we're influencers and we influence. So there are some kids that watch us more than they watch the news.
Of course.
So they may not really know about everything that's going on in the world until we place it in front of their face. And, it's your job as a comic to really address current situations in a comedic way. You have to translate that, It's definitely rough because you never know the risk. I'm not in control of anything with my platform. I mean, I may have almost 1 million followers, but I'm not owned. Instagram can bully me just like they did Snapchat.
Yeah.
Actually, last week I had a scare because my page was disabled.
I saw that, and what happened? Why was your page disabled?
I still Instagram the man still hasn't told me.
Really?
They haven't told me.
It was down for 2 days, right?
It was down for 2 long days.
Ooh.
And and it could have been, my theory is could have, people report videos. It could have been that, a combination. But I don't do anything too crazy. But I have posted a couple videos about the topic of police.
You have. I've seen those.
You know what I mean? Even like the videos of, so.
Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, yeah.
Yeah, so I've posted that. And, you look at the comments, there are a lot of people that are indifferent about, the situation.
So you read your comments on all your videos?
I try my best to. And, and that's those specific videos that I definitely did. And you will see that there are some people that don't like the situation, or racist people still around. And when you got a higher following like that,
it's a risk.
Your chances of getting reported are higher when people are, low key, you don't know who they are reporting you. So my theory is that I got on the radar. You know what I mean? Because of some of those videos, those few videos of somebody, just not agreeing with it. They want to take their power to shut me down. That's my theory. Don't know if that was exactly. But like I said, I don't post enough videos where I'm offensive to have somebody want to report me. Maybe they want to unfollow me because, it's too sexy. You know what I mean? But not report me.
I mean, you got almost 1 million followers on Instagram. Clearly, you got haters.
Yeah, there's going to be somebody out there hating. You.
Do you get upset when your fellow social media influencers or fellow actors and comedians do not speak out? And I don't care what their color, what their ethnicities are. Are you offended when people with whom you closely associate don't speak out?
I wouldn't say offended. I understand.
Okay.
Especially after getting my Instagram yanked. You know what I
Right.
mean? You don't know. There are people in power that are in control that kind of don't want you to do certain things, and sometimes you do have to think about what you have to risk when you speak. So for those who don't want to use their voice, I don't blame them, but if I was to talk to them, I encourage them to do it because it needs to be done. That's all I would do. I won't put any pressure on anybody. I'll tell you this is what I'm doing, and this is why you should do it. And I'll say my piece, and you take it from there. If you don't want to do it, you do it. Great, But I'm my own man, and they're their own man or woman, and, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, I'm my own woman. I say it's time for another game.
All right, well, let's game it up.
Game number 2, 30-second speed round. Let's see. I guess I should put my timer on. I'm not going to time this. I don't feel like it. You just have to answer really quickly.
Okay.
You cannot think about it.
All right.
This game is called Favorites. Favorites. Okay. You ready? Ready, set, go. Favorite color.
Blue.
Favorite football team.
Redskins.
Favorite quote from a movie.
King Kong ate on me.
What the hell? Favorite food.
Egg foo young.
Who?
Egg foo young.
From where is it? Where is that from?
It's
Panda
Chinese
Express?
food.
Okay.
It's better on the East Coast. Sorry, LA.
Favorite porn star.
Turkey. I don't watch porn, but you know.
Favorite social media star other than yourself.
Oh, that's messed up. I can't.
You said you were just gonna answer the question.
Wow, really? I have so many friends. I can't just pick up. I'm gonna pick the boy that's the top of the game, Batch.
Okay. Favorite thing to do when you're home alone.
Edit. Why is these questions so weird? I feel like they're set up. Edit. I'm gonna edit. When I'm home alone, I'm gonna edit. I won't work. These questions you trying to set me up. You think I have some Vaseline on the side? What's your favorite porn star? What you do when you're alone at home when nobody's around? You light candles? What else you want to ask me?
You did
Who
well.
wrote these questions?
You did well. My content creator wrote these questions.
Content creator, where you at? I'm gonna have a talk with you.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna jump into a little something serious before we go. Politics.
Okay.
Trump versus Hillary. Right. You know, Trump's vitriolic speech has been just tremendously offensive, but yet a lot of people don't like Hillary and the Clintons because she can't be trusted, or so they say. Although Trump supporters say, we like him, he says what he wants to say, he doesn't need people's money, he's funded his own campaign up until this point. Hillary supporters say she was in the room. Which way are you voting come November?
I feel like Trump is definitely. You ever see people that they come from wealth and they only care about wealth? So I don't see him being a leader that cares about anybody below, you know. So, and he definitely seems like a dick. I'm sorry, Trump. I'm sorry. I might say it to your face. I will say it to your face.
Say it to his face.
You know,
Say it to
you
his face.
you seem like you are an aggressive man, and I would be afraid you going over to the other countries to have these little meetings, and then you pissing them off, and then now we gonna have to go to war. If the end of the world happened, and we had some survivors, and there was a book created, and there was a picture of the man that led us to the end of the world, Trump's face would be right there. So, I pray to goodness, I'm sorry, Trump, you can't win because you're just not built. We can't go from Obama to Trump now.
Right?
Come on. I don't know that much about Hillary. I know she was connected with...
The Benghazi emails, and then people don't like NAFTA, Bill Clinton's NAFTA trade agreements. I mean, it goes on and on and on. She's
She's not looking fancy either way, but, you know... Just prepare yourself. There's a lot going on in the world, guys.
Who you voting for?
I don't know yet.
You know
I might just disappear.
Well, we know you're not voting for Trump.
I might fall asleep.
You gonna vote for the third party candidate,
I might just fall asleep.
or go shoot a video and then edit it?
Yeah, be like, hey, what happened? Oh, what? I might just get ready for when the
Apocalypse.
stuff hits the fan. I'm ready to hit. Hey, well, look, I'm just getting ready. Forget it.
Okay.
Shoot, because it just looks crazy right now. So, like I said, there's a lot of craziness going on in the world, and really, shoot. That's a whole nother political conversation that I don't know if we can even talk about, or
AfterBuzz TV spotlight on. We can come back and talk about it next time.
Yeah, about to get me set up. The government be knocking on my doors. What you say, brother?
Right.
First, we're gonna take your gram again.
Right. I know you are in a volatile situation with that.
You know what I mean?
Okay, music. Frequently you incorporate music into your posts. One of your recent posts, in fact, features a rap battle, and another recent one features your fellow social media star, Simone Shepherd, doing the 90s dances with the 90s
That was
classic.
the one that Foxy hit me up about.
Oh, really? Okay, there you go. So, I'm assuming you are heavily influenced by music when it comes to how you write. Are you? And who are some of your musical influences?
Michael Jackson is my biggest. I love Michael Jackson.
Oh,
I don't use him a lot because, using Michael is Michael. Like, it becomes a Michael video. But yeah, I use music because music tells a story. If you pick the right song, it carries that video. You know, there was a saying that Will Smith said that I learned from a friend. In this business, all you have is sight and sound. So my rule is, if it's visually funny without even playing it, then you're winning half the battle. And if it sounds funny, then you got a heater.
Okay.
And that's gold right there. And music plays a point. It's all about comedic timing, listening for the right time to hit that beat for that music to be cued in. And then sometimes it's certain parts of the lyrics that carry on, that relate to people, that's been played in people's minds. Like Titanic. I just did in the video today. Everyone's going to a sad place when they hear that song. So if you hit it in the moment where your face is like, and you play that song, it heightens that moment with the sight, with the sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you have both of those elements being catered to and serenaded, you know. So yeah, music plays a huge part in the process of creating a masterpiece.
Do you secretly want to be a rapper or a singer? Because doesn't everybody want to be a rapper? Or
No,
singer?
because I am black and I missed out on that part of my African American culture. I don't
can't
know how
rap?
to rap.
You
I
can't
can't rap. I don't like watermelon.
I think today is National Watermelon Day, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
They have a national day.
Just for you.
Since when?
Just for you and your people.
Oh, in your green, your watermelon dress. Wow. You know, I don't rap, I don't sing. I wish I could sing. I almost got the role. I was going hard for a New Edition movie. I'm not a singer, though. I was going for Route Tresvant.
I could see that.
Yeah, I didn't get it, though. You know, they going in the studio recording with Babyface and stuff. Like, oh, y'all serious? Y'all really, I can dance a little bit, but, you know, y'all really singing, y'all. And Ralph was the lead singer, so I understand it. You know, so you can't win everything.
You can't, no, but you're winning a lot. Okay, before we go, I have a couple more questions for you. If someone offered you $15 million in cash right now to go back to Maryland right now, never to be seen or heard from ever again, or look at you trying to look at my questions. You are just.
It's the last one. You said it.
Listen,
You was that student in school, was like, oh, give me my paper.
I would.
Get your,
I would.
You was the blocker. You
I
was
would
the
block
arm
you.
elbow. You were the elbow woman.
Listen, I work hard.
I hated that.
over
Just
Harvey's
share your success.
No, I will not.
Up here.
You share yours with me, then I'll share my questions. Deal. $15 million. Go back to Maryland, never to be seen or heard from ever again. No entertainment industry, no social media success, no nothing. Just go live a regular person's life, but $15 million. Or you can keep drudging along in LA, hoping you making it in even more than you already have. What do you do?
Say you can shove it up your 15 million ain't enough.
Okay. Fair.
I'm gonna make way more than that,
Nice.
and in a short amount of time.
Okay, well, you know where I work, so you make sure you come cut me a check.
all right.
Make sure you cut me a check.
You know, this cat's making that in movies. One movie, though.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know what I
Clearly.
mean? So 15, what I'm gonna do with 15?
Yeah.
Sure.
Donate it like Michael Jordan
Sure.
donates a little $2 million.
I gotta have some money to give my kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
About to ruin my career and shut me down to be what? I'm not even gonna be happy. Can't do nothing. I gotta disappear. I can't release nothing. I can't post nothing. I just gotta sit down.
Like Snowden, just go away.
Nope.
Nope.
You
Okay.
might as well kill me, cause I'm gonna be dead anyway.
That's right. Your soul will be dead.
My soul gonna be dead, laying on a bed of money.
That's right.
You know, I can eat for free and do all that now. Just do a couple posts of Uber Eats.
okay, Uber Eats. Look at you, shameless plugging. To the naysayers, you're getting excited, but I gotta ask you one more question. Then we gotta go.
Yes, ma'am.
To the naysayers who say that social media stars lack talent and cannot sustain their careers past this phase of social media stardom, what do you say to them? Tell them.
I say that you're right. I say that you're right too about that, because if anybody is not taking out the time to become a professional in their field, then you are going to fail. There are a super amount of people who gain millions of followers because they were consistent. That doesn't mean that they're an actor, doesn't mean that they're a comedian, doesn't mean that they're a singer. They just were consistent in this area, social media. So when it comes to time where you get a movie deal or you got an opportunity to get a show on your shoulders and you're the star, yeah, you're gonna fail if you're not ready. There's some cats out there that don't even know how to read a script. They don't know beats. They don't know your marks. That and you can't fault them because they didn't start in that career. They didn't study that. They just got millions of followers and they realized, oh man, I'm famous now. I'm getting money. Oh well, let me move to L.A. where all the rest of the actors dwell. And let me get in the game. But they never was forced to hustle and audition or get headshots. So you can't be mad at them. You only can be mad at them if they feel like they don't ever have to advance themselves in their lane. So yes, to all the naysayers to say, yeah, you will not, social media cats, they won't advance beyond their 15 seconds, 7 seconds, or a minute. That's true. If they decide to not do that.
Okay.
Natural talent can get you but so far, but technique can keep you there.
Ultimate career goal is what?
Continue creating and being great, shooting movies and TV shows, doing whatever I want by creating. That's my ultimate goal. Money's gonna come with that.
When you're 50, what do you want to be doing? When you're 45, where do you want to be?
Like Denzel, still shooting movies.
Okay. All right. Juhahn, you have been a great guest, even though you didn't answer all my questions like I wanted to answer.
Only one, Miss Watermelon.
National Watermelon Day. I think that's
Yeah, that better not happen because I'm gonna be so mad. I'm walking around and all these watermelons around.
Juhahn, where can they find you? Tell people.
You can find me at Juhahn Jones on Instagram first. Do that right now, and then when you go in there, double tap Facebook, everywhere.
Twitter.
YouTube, Twitter,
Yeah.
Snapchat, Periscope.
Okay.
I'm gonna be relaunching my second season finally of my comedy sketch show, the Juhahn Jones Is Show. Finally, when I hit that millions of followers, which is around the corner, so be on the lookout for that. Big things coming. You got me on Rebel. I'm coming out with a book.
Oh, what's the name of the book?
It's a how-to book. It's a how-to book, basically how I got my first 10,000 followers.
Okay.
To 1 million. Basically, I'm spilling the juice, guys. The juice. Giving you guys the juice. Giving you all the jewels to, my method of success.
When can we expect the book to be released?
I would say, winter.
2016.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, working on that now. So
Rebel, All Def Digital. We didn't talk about Russell Simmons.
Yes, that's actually, my boy King Kieran. I'm co-starring in this movie Major Deal. That's going to be in August released. So you go on my page and you see a whole bunch of stuff. I got a link in my bio. Get that movie, pre-sale that movie. You got to support the young and talented and hustling independent guys. We have to show the industry in the studios that social media influencers cross over into making money, so we got a movie that's like $6, maybe $10 at the most when it gets to the final point. But you got to support us, man, because if you want to see your favorite social media influencers that you feel have the talent and deserve to be on TVs and film, I see it in the comments all the time. Oh, you guys are you're gonna be in movies. You need to be on TV. Somebody get this guy something. Well, this is your chance to help that process. Support us guys that are getting these opportunities because they are the real test. No influencer has been tested yet. Like Batch had got some movies coming, deals, he's the star of. You got to support all these guys that are doing stuff because if it works, when it works, that's when the studios will say, it works.
It works.
Let's give them money. So go get our stuff, man. Please.
Go get it. Go follow. I'm Erica Renee Davis. You can follow me on Snapchat, Periscope, Twitter, and on Instagram at Erica Renee D. This has been another fantastic episode of AfterBuzz TV Spotlight On with social media influencer, actor, comedian extraordinaire, Juhahn Jones. Thank you for coming to chat with us. And
Buzz.
We'll see you. We'll see you soon.
Buzz.
Buzz. Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.